a good one here, and eventually we will like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Talk movie and entertainment news. Here to review Netflix sitcom That 90s Show. I'm not a diehard fan of any sitcom. I've watched a ton from Friends, Seinfeld, Who's the Boss, Cheers, and on. Boy Meets World, That 70s Show. I could just endlessly name that the Jamie Foxx Show, The Wayans Brothers, Family Matters, Fresh Prince. Like, I've never been a diehard fan of sitcoms because laugh tracks, they always take me out of it, trying to suggest to me when to laugh. Like, it's like someone nudging you the whole time. Huh? You get it? You get it? You get it?
Fuck you!
It's not highly intelligent or subtle. Sitcoms are typically loud, obnoxious, stupid, in your face, just like the laugh tracks. You can't even enjoy a lot of the jokes in sitcoms because laugh tracks are so obnoxious, in your face, and half the time... Really? Alright, so That 70s Show, or That 90s Show, the sequel to That 70s Show, features cameos from almost all the original characters. There's no explanation for Hyde due to the actor's real-world troubles, legal issues. There's no explanation for Eric's sister. The Forman's house and basement are once again the main hangouts. Kitty and Red are mostly how they wore. They fall back into the roles very nicely, like they never left. The annoying laugh track is back, as in your face as ever. The show revolves around Eric and Donna's daughter staying for the summer at her grandparents' house. But That 90s Show is That 70s Show with characters swapped out. It's exactly the same, just less funny, with characters that are very much the same as each other. Dumb. They all get along. There's not much difference in their personalities to highlight, to bring tension, conflict. The new cast of characters feels very Disney. It doesn't do enough with things that were actually popular in the 90s that teens would flock toward. The storylines, like, storylines of each episode should tackle something different that was popular in the 90s to really sell it as the 90s. I saw Jurassic Park: The Lost World on the shelf behind Leia, Eric's daughter, in the video store, but this is taking place in 1995. I'm sure That 70s Show had inconsistencies too, but I grew up in the 90s. I'll be able to call out the inconsistencies here a lot better, a lot more efficiently. There's a lot of things in here that just don't feel honest. Like, it's modern day teens pretending to be in the 90s. If a lot of the dialogue doesn't ring true, there's feminist dialogue, like 14 and 15-year-olds talking about women not getting paid the same as if they would, and a patriarchy comment. I believe I heard, and the mandatory must have LGBT representation. Things that feel more like true to modern times than 90s. A bunch of bro instead of dude. The acting isn't the best, but the characters themselves aren't written to really have distinctive, standout personalities, traits. With 10 episodes, it feels as if the show delivers almost nothing worthwhile. Very little ground is covered. Leia is easily the most interesting out of the teens, and not anything that says, hell yeah, this is the 90s happens in this show. There was a 90210 bit that was very well executed. They actually had Brian Austin Green. This show needs more bits like that to be stronger, like stronger references to the 90s, the stereotypes, cliche, tropes of it. But as it stands, it's pretty underwhelming. The new cast isn't really that likable. In this show, that everybody somewhat feels the same. Some are a little bit more dumber than others, but mostly they all feel the same. Anyways, I didn't think it was great. It had elements, mostly Red and Kitty are the strongest likable elements, and seeing old characters again. But as far as new cast, I couldn't grow on them. I couldn't get into it. I didn't really enjoy it that much. It was watchable, but not something I'd turn to for entertainment value with what little use of my time I can apply to things like this. I'm up 20 hours a day. I full-time job, 4 kids, bunch of household responsibilities, bunch of responsibilities in general. This isn't the kind of thing that I'm going to tune in for with my precious time. That's it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on That 90s Show. Have you checked it out? It's on Netflix. I can't recommend checking it out, but if you were a That 70s Show fan that watched all the seasons, all the episodes, thought it was funny and entertaining, you might find something likable in here. Something worth tuning in for, even if it's just to see old characters. Other than that, wouldn't recommend it. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.
Fuck this, I'm out!